Shalom. And today we are looking at the, what the fuck was it called? Oh yeah, Groot from the 2014 Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Groot wave. So this is the real thing built together from the original wave. I was one of the probably many people who was able to, build it. One of the few figures I was able to build other than Terrax. But yeah, so without further ado, let's just get right into it. After all, Groot's heart goes out to everyone, because that's how he rolls. So yeah, no accessories, so let's just get right into it. So for starters, this is a pretty tall fucking figure. I mean, hell, for comparison, here's your average height of a Marvel Legends, I'd say. Oh, come on, motherfucker. The dude's head is so fucking loose, dude. You can't do shit with it. Alright, how about this? Yep, the guy who's gonna steal your fucking J's. There we go. Pretty tall, I'll say. Pretty tall figure. And incredibly detailed. For a 2014 Marvel Legends, damn. This is really, really fucking detailed. So let's get right into it. Now, I will say the paint is where this figure falls flat, because it just feels like the green is haphazardly put all over the, like, up at the top, and then boom, nothing. It's just white and brown. That's it. All there is white and brown. The green's only on a certain parts, and it's like dry brush. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad. It's just, actually it is bad. It's a little too overdone. And now you could be going, why are you shitting on a Marvel Legends figure, dude, for paint, bro? Don't you know it's Marvel Legends? And I'm like, yes, but they've re-released this figure several times and did the paint better. If I'm gonna be honest, the paint just doesn't stop at the arm and then pick back up at random places. So, but yeah, I will say the face sculpt is arguably probably the best, best part here. You got the nice black eyes, you got the lips, and you got this sort of tree bark crown thing going on with other stems and roots coming out of it for hair. Pretty decent design choice, I will say. And then we go to this sort of elongated, misshapen body with the pecs are misshapen and you got the guts that are sunken in and whatnot. It's really cool, actually. I do like it. A shoulder blade here, a non-existent shoulder blade there. Really well done. All the vines and whatnot, I say vines, but in reality it's like tree roots and shit coming together to make this sort of misshapen tree monster. Is really cool, I will say. You got the nice elongated arms with more roots and whatnot. You got the long, almost alien-esque fingers, like E.T. looking fingers. So they've got these like flat tips at the end. This one's in a splayed out position, whereas this one's in more of a grasping position. Again, I mean, I just love imagining how pissy the execs at Hasbro had to been making this thing. Like, oh my god, we need to make a new body mold for our line now. Oy vey, what a world, we need to make a new body mold. Do you know how many shekels and money this will put us back? Like, yeah, bro, it's your job to adapt the fucking figures. We get it. Put the plastic in the fucking plastic, dude. Just make it happen. And, well, they made it happen. And other than the paint, it's not really that bad. So, but anyway, moving on. Moving on from Rant Kino, because again, I'm always going to throw shade at the fact that Hasbro, especially around this time, refused to make new body molds. With the exception of the movie stuff, which I'm pretty sure they were contractually obligated to make. Yeah, it seems they fucking hated making it's almost like they hated making new molds and shit. I don't know. Feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong here, but they loved reusing parts and pieces at every available opportunity. Just saying. Even if it didn't make sense at times, they would do it anyway. So, but yeah, moving on, we've got these thighs, again, and I don't believe they're both the same exact sculpt, which I will say is pretty cool. Very cool indeed. So, you got the weird misshapen ass. I mean, his one ass cheek is pretty much up in his lower lumbar, and the other one is just looks like it's hanging off of a belt or something. Like, again, those are some weird ass cheeks. Someone had to notice, and if it wasn't going to be red herring, it was going to be me. So, moving on. Pretty cool elongated shins here. I will admit I like it. And the sculpt here, and it's pretty cool because they even like tried to tie the sculpt into the articulation, which we're gonna get into because it's not really it's a good idea on paper, but when you do it the way these guys did it, it's gonna be bad. So don't worry, we'll get to that. And then we've got the stump feet, which is really well done. So for articulation, you know, head is on a ball joint, so it does not look down at all. It looks up, it tilts, it swivels. You know, arms, pretty good. They go pretty far out, surprisingly, despite having like other pieces of plastic that are, you know, you'd think would get in the way, but because they're malleable, they don't. So forward, back, damn near all the fucking way. It's beautiful. Double bended elbow. Okay, maybe I can get it with this one. It's almost like gummy bear plastic, if I'm going to be honest. It's very gummy plastic, which is something Hasbro loves to do. They love using this incredibly malleable plastic. It's just so weird. Hinge, swivel up the hands, mid-torso body rocker, so you can lean that bitch pretty far back. Not very far forward, surprisingly. No, I'd say swivel, but it's like a ratchet swivel. It can't move smoothly. No tilt to tilt, sadly, which sucks. And everything was all good until we had to get to the fucking legs. I will never understand why anybody used this for the legs. So instead of just going forward and back, you know, I mean, we go out to the side incredibly far. This motherfucker can damn near do the splits. You know, that's fine. I like that. But I don't like when we can't just move it forward like this. No, what we have to do is we have to twist the joint and then move that shit forward. Are you fucking serious? And then on top of that, remember how I said the sculpt sort of interlocked with the joint here for articulation purposes? Well, you know, if you want to have him sitting down or raising his foot up, oh look at this shit. I mean, call me a spurg, call me an autist, all you want, but come the fuck on. People are going to be dropping over $100 to build this shit, and yet, look at this shit. Can't even move the leg out in the first place. Like, yeah, I understand when you have complicated and complex sculpts like this, it makes articulation a bitch. But at the same fucking time, you know, like, you really couldn't just, you really had to put it up in there. You couldn't just do it like this. I mean, there's got to be plenty of room to put a nice sturdy joint. Hell, if you had to expand the hips, like, don't care, you know. It should not be this hard. It really should not be this hard. You know, like, you could have put more plastic space if you needed to. You could have taken up this available space here, but you didn't. You did this instead. Again, anybody, like, I mean, I know there's probably going to be nobody here who's interested in making their own action figures and shit. But, like, seriously, if any manufacturer finds this channel, do not do this sort of V-cut bullshit. No, you put the joint in like this, not this. All right, sure, it might be easier, but I guarantee you it's just going to be better in the long run. So, but there is a pretty good bend and swivel at the knee. Not that it's going to matter too much because, again, it only you know, locks in a certain place. And then there is a hinge / rocker at the foot of all things. So, yeah, well, with that said, I mean, outside of like the leg articulation here, like, I don't hate this at all. It is objectively pretty good, minus the paint and the hip articulation. So, I mean, if this is something that's of interest to anyone who watches, you don't have to collect the whole wave. They've re-released this figure essentially like several times. Some for like Disney themselves, others for just like random events. There's like a Legacy of Groot thing, multi-packs, you name it. They find every opportunity to make another one of these, or to I guess offload the body mold somewhere. So yeah, with that said, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.